Hi, my name is Efren. I'll be presenting this slide above Chester Nimitz and the Naval Intelligence. Why this topic? Because Chester was an admiral who was humble, and he was even a hero in his hometown and everywhere else. Nimitz was also an important person and figure during these hard times that they had during the World War II. And he also was a commander in the U.S. Pacific Fleet and also commanded the air, land, and sea troops. My research question was, which played a bigger role in the victory of Midway, Nimitz's decisions or the information from naval intelligence? So the topic was that the naval intelligence was that the people that ended up planning the strategies that also helped Nimitz win the battles. Also, on the other hand, we could see that Nimitz was the one that actually was fighting physically, and we could see here the map of where they were at and where they were located at during the war. Chester Nimitz, when he was young, he was wanting to be an officer, but then he got declined and tried to also join other places, which at the end, um, he ended up joining the forces. And he also was born on February 24 and in 1985. The intelligence research was where the naval intelligence worked with Marines, where they fought wars and planned strategies, as well as have a connection with air forces and also land forces. Also, the naval intelligence focused on ships and any sort of water-like battles, like say submarines and that sort of stuff. The clothes that they were um, shown in these images, and then they were scientists, technical engineers, security specialists, and police officers for security as well. And they also had intelligence specialists and other minor people or roles. And Nimitz's career was a fleet admiral, which was a very big role during those times. He also helped physically to command these officers, which was very brave of him to do, since he would be able to maybe get injured during the fight and even die. Nimitz commanded the Pacific Ocean area as well as command soldiers that were in vehicles like tanks, jeeps, and even airplanes and jets and so forth. The naval intelligence research also got supplies, helped with any sort of problem, most of their, I guess, level. And for example, we can see that they bring supplies to the actual soldiers. For example, they also would make um, weapons and tools, and also prevent any sort of traps, and provide techniques to help the soldiers in the war. The effects on segregation during those time was that people had different fleets. For example, the war caused many effects by making black soldiers be in a different fleet compared to white soldiers, where they had their own group and fleet. And um, at the end, I decided to say that the naval intelligence, even though they helped play a big role, like for example, when they found out about how the other enemies or nations were planning to do stuff, or I guess had a technique they connected to their communication system unnoticed, and then were able to plan a counterattack. But on the other hand, Nimitz, he was a person that would lead the soldiers as well, since he was a commanding fleet officer. And at the end, I had to conclude that I believe that either of them wouldn't be able to win the war without each other, which leads me to think that they're both equal within the roles. And here are my sources, and thanks for reading and watching.